Hey guys, just a quick video here about a couple things. Oh, one, right now still the moon is I don't know, waning, whatever. Uh, you got a really small crescent right now, but also Venus is still doing that. It's still, yeah, I mean, I've never had a telescope before, really, so. And I never knew that the other bodies, do that stuff, right? I think one of the other, planets, right? If that's what we're going to call it. I think one of them, actually, another one of those does that also, right? So, like, what, what I mean is what causes those, those things, the moon and the other planets, to be occulted by something. What causes that? I had somebody at work today tell me. I asked him, I said, "What's the reason for the phases of the moon?" I said, "What causes the thing?" And they're like, "It's the shadow of the Earth." It's just, I just let them answer, and I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "But like right now," and this was probably about 4 in the afternoon, right? I was like, "But right now, if you look," I was like, "that's a huge shadow on the moon, right? It's just a small crescent." I was like, "And the sun's right there." I was like, "The moon's here, and the sun's just right over here." I was like, how does the light go all the way down and around behind our planet and then shine up onto the moon? How does that happen? Like, the angles are totally wrong, you know? It's just, that's kind of how I go about it a lot. If it's right there, that's the thing. These things are right here. And also, a lot of times, we're on a job site or whatever, it might be up on a roof. The ocean's right there, And then I can say, look, because a lot of times, especially if I'm on like a high enough building, I get a view, kind of like over the tree line. So what we'll wind up with is almost a completely peripheral vision of the ocean. You know what I mean? Of the horizon. Like, I can look from, if it's a clock and I'm looking at noon, I can look from about 4 or 5 o'clock all the way over to around 7 o'clock in just one straight flat thing. I've done it on a couple of my videos, just panned it across, like, and I mean, I like to use things that are right there in front of me that I can point out, right? But anyways, besides that, have you guys heard of something called Kids for Cash? I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but basically, let me just I'll light one of them up here and just see what it says. Kids for Cash. Judge ruined more than 2,000 lives. Okay. Basically, what it was is a couple judges were taking kickbacks, right, to send people to prison. Namely, this was kids to detention, because who knows, maybe they make more money that way, right? Kids going to jail versus adults, right? Now, we already know that we are the country with the most freedoms. And we have the most people locked up per capita. I just heard from somebody, see now, this is a rumor, and I'm looking into it now, right? But I actually need a little bit of help. If some of you computer savvy people out there, help me with a name or something of a program to download. Because I heard that a couple of the jails right here in Massachusetts, right? See, now, I live in Nantucket, and there's a lot of people out here that are like filthy, filthy rich, which obviously means there are influential people, right? Now, this is just a rumor. I don't know, But I was talking to somebody whose family knows people and just, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, what I heard was that the Plymouth Correctional Facility and the Barnstable Correctional Facility are owned by like 5 judges, right? They're private organizations already. But I'm saying, is this true? You know, is it actually true that these companies are these jails are owned by the very same judges that oversee the cases? I mean, is that you know, this is just something I heard, right? But I want, you know, I know that it's not something I can Google. I know it's not something I can just go Google and it's going to be right there. Like, here it is, you know, like Wikipedia, you know, and I've kind of looked up. I mean, it's like, it's the first thing you do, right? You go, hey, who owns Plymouth Correctional Facility, right? You know, and you just see what you get. And what I wound up getting was this whole thing about Kids for Cash, Pennsylvania, a couple of judges, but as you keep going, there are more cases. There are a bunch more names. I'm gonna go back. Let me pause for a minute. Right. So, you know, I do see a lot of different things about all sorts of judges getting into trouble, right? But you know, I don't know, I'm just not sure what site I should go to. What was that? What's that? Is it Deagle? I wonder if that site would show that information, like who actually owns it. I mean, that'd be one hell of a coincidence that like 5 judges, you know, own these things. From what I just looked, you know, at who owns certain prisons. You know, it just talks about huge shareholders, large amounts of different people shareholders, but always it's the banks. You know, I mean, it is a fucking scam no matter what. You know, just to lock people up but it's just I don't know. Why am I even looking into it? Right? It's whether that particular story is true or not. There's so many things that are going on that are true, you know, that you probably never find out about anyways. So why am I even looking into it? It just was interesting me, and I know that I won't get the information from Google or Bing. I gotta be on some sort of a other website or something. That's all I'm saying. But aside from that, you know.